Okay, this is very concerning news for anyone who wants to see this undisputed fight at welterweight. So sources are telling Mike Coppinger at ESPN, and I know lots of other platforms have reported this same thing. Sources are saying that Errol Spence will fight Keith Thurman as, expected, but it will be at junior middleweight, not at welterweight. This is a concern because there's potentially this suggestion, the implication that Spence will never fight at 147 again. That this is a move up to 154, which is intended to be permanent, and then perhaps finish his career at 160 middleweight. I hope that that isn't the case. I hope that he can keep hold of his belts and have this fight at 154 pounds. But, you have to look at the very real possibility now that what I just described could be about to happen. And some people are going to say this is just a duck from Errol Spence to get away from Terence Crawford because Crawford wants to reopen the negotiations for this undisputed fight at welterweight. Will Terence Crawford try and follow Errol Spence up to 154? He's spoken about fighting at 154 before, Terence Crawford. Is he going to be a stand for Errol Spence? The way that Amir Khan was for Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Will Terence Crawford do that with Spence? Will he chase him? Or will he just say, you know what? I'll carve out my own undisputed legacy at 147 with or without Spence. We'll see. I certainly hope that, as I say, Spence comes back down. If this Thurman fight does indeed happen at junior middleweight, he comes back down to face Terence Crawford in an undisputed fight afterwards. Now, one question that we could ask here is, who is this to accommodate, the fight happening at junior middleweight rather than at welterweight, excuse me. Who is this to accommodate? Is it to accommodate Keith Thurman? Has he outgrown 147? Or is it to accommodate Errol Spence? Or perhaps it's to accommodate both. Maybe both guys felt as though it's going to be better for them at the 154-pound limit rather than at 147. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. But again, and if you're like me and you really wanted this undisputed, this is not a good sign. And I'll leave it by asking this question. How much of a chance do you give Keith Thurman in this fight? He hasn't looked impressive for a very, very, very long time. And now he's well into his 30s. I don't think he's that much older than Spence, to be fair, but he's still up there in age, right? He must be in his mid-30s at this point. A couple years older than Spence. Lots of miles on the clock. Does he have any chance? I mean, the thing I pointed out in one of my more recent videos about this fight is the fact that Keith Thurman has always been vulnerable to the body. Been hurt to the body many times, even against less than stellar opposition. Remember, Louis Collazo hurt him to the body badly. And here we have him going up against Errol Spence, who is one of the best body punchers in the game. Errol Spence is one of the best body punchers there's been in boxing for what, the past 10 years or more? I think Thurman's in trouble. But, maybe he can pull something out of the bag. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.